Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Comic-Con Podcast. This is Bruce, War Chief Hoover.
Mark the Dwarf Kokiatric.
And Nick the Midnight Clark.
And holy crap, are we short-staffed today.
Yes, we are.
And we also have with us today...
Chris. Oh, I thought you were going to introduce.
No.
It's all good. Chris from RamenCon.
Oh, holy crap, you guys are like...
Am I loud?
Everything's loud.
Oh, everything's in the red.
Everything's in the red.
Destroying everything.
It's
Nick,
awesome.
It's all your fault.
It's everyone. Mark's laugh nearly took out the freaking speakers at that one.
Damn, sorry.
Ah, jeez. All right. But, question of the day. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
I'm tired, but good.
Tired? How could you be tired? You overslept today.
I
But well, thank
You're
you for...
still in the red.
I know, right? I'm always in the
I'm all blaming Nick on everything.
I like to too, but I'd like to thank everyone for coming here today and or listening to us, tuning in. You know, your one-stop shop for anything anime, news, con-related, cosplay, you name it. We're here to talk about it. There's very few topics we don't want to touch on, and yeah, I'm just gonna leave that alone for like two of our guys went to an event this weekend. Not talking about that.
It would be funny,
Oh, it'd be great.
but unfortunately, we might have to do that on Patreon.
Oh yeah, that'd be there we go. That's how we do it, right?
Right? There we go.
Patreon. Oh my God, we got a story for you guys.
Geez, and that's how we pissed off the world. Geez.
I'm doing good, though. Thanks for asking.
I'm coming back around to you.
No, they answered the question. I figured I'd join in.
Oh, I'm coming around.
Just in case you guys want to know.
There it is.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
He loves seeing himself in that.
I love the camera.
I know he does. He loves that camera. But other than that, we did RamenCon 2 weeks ago, and that's why you were here. And we did Gamer Grace last weekend. And I asked them to be here, but it's kind of like a difference in scheduling. So I was going to do like a 2020 on that one, and have like an established convention versus a first year, and we could see how everything was going. So I'll just give my quick review on Gamer Grace because I was the only one in the room here that went to that one. Turn up my headphones a little bit. It's pretty much from what I can tell. And has anyone here been to ValorCon before?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. It was a smaller version of ValorCon. ValorCon is a convention that didn't get to go happen this year. I don't know their reasoning. They're coming back next year. But it was literally like they were just... It would just seem like the ValorCon had an Artemis Bridge simulator. These guys had a smaller version of a bridge simulator. They had a gaming room in a League of Legends tournament. These guys had a gaming room in a League of Legends tournament. They had cosplay foam fighting. These guys had...
Did you ask them at all if one of them worked for Valor?
Oh no, they did not. They all did not work for them. I'm like, but Valor was just like much bigger. It was also held in the Macy's.
Yeah.
It was held in Macy's in downtown for Valor. And this was in Pheasant Run. So
Right.
there's obviously a difference in budgeting
money,
in that
money,
budgeting
but
in that
yeah.
one. Yeah, because first year versus second year established, or 2 or 3.
But if, like, let's say you go to the same con every year and then you run a con, your con's going to look like that con.
I know, except for yours.
Yeah.
Yours didn't look like yours. Looked like your own, right?
It is my own.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like you didn't make it look like everyone else's. You made it look like your very own thing.
I intentionally went out of the way to do that.
And you know what? You did a great job.
I
sir.
smack people that try and be like, well, this con has that.
But I mean, other than that, it looks like it has room to grow. Not having me fight in an atrium would probably be a great idea.
The heat.
The heat through a window was awful. It was right next to a pool, so that was...
Oh, Pheasant Run.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I know that hotel.
Yeah, they had that little like area.
Yeah.
Like, yep, that's where they had us fight at. Yeah.
Okay.
That was not good.
No. They would have been better off to put you on the highway.
The tile was breaking, but that was stuff like they had tables there originally, so they never got a chance to go look at it.
Gotcha.
So I wish I would have actually had the chance to come out to see that. So that was not entertaining by like any means, shape, or form.
I'm pretty sure a bunch of knees were hurting.
Oh, we stopped a lot of stuff. We're just like, yeah, we can't authorize this to be okay.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, we can just move these potted plants out of the way, and I start shoving one, it doesn't move. Those are cemented to the ground. they would be, wouldn't they? They would. They definitely would be. Did touch base with a bunch of people from GeekCon, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
So you're going out to GeekCon?
Maybe next year. We'll
Maybe.
talk. We got business talks to talk about.
That guy's pretty cool. Did you meet the head of the GeekCon?
I met the guy from
Real skinny, blonde?
No, I met the
Okay.
really big guy from named Jason from
Okay.
the gaming department.
Okay.
Because they bring up their people from Tennessee, so they'd be bringing us from here. It's shorter. I don't know what they pay them for travel, but like less than that. You know?
Yeah.
And it's in Madison.
Okay.
So it's only 2 hours, which is still one of the shortest drives out of state we ever do for CFF. Oh, Kyle would be down here punching me if I was talking this much about CFF.
Yeah.
I don't care. But I said I was the only one. It wasn't bad. It'd be great for press for us if we ever wanted to do that. We just didn't really have a lot of time
Okay.
to get in on that. So we'll talk about it next year. Okay. Always fun. Other than that, Chris, let's talk about RamenCon.
RamenCon!
Okay.
Okay.
Now that that's over.
Yeah. Now that you got that out of your system.
Yeah.
So we did the whole.
You did CFF.
We did CFF. We did Comic
You
Clowns.
did
we did everything.
Comic Clowns.
We did everything there. We had a.
How was your 2 a.m. panel?
You're an
How drunk do you
ass,
think he was?
bro.
Did you drink?
I was.
Yes,
I
but
was
I
pretty
was.
far
Did you
gone.
podcast?
I was still sober.
Did you
walking-
stream it?
No.
Why didn't you stream it? You
'Cause
should
it
have
was
streamed that panel.
2 a.m.
And it was 18 plus. Right.
Yeah,
Right. No
yeah.
video cameras.
And our camera guy didn't show up.
Yeah, some asshole. I don't know. Birdie was asleep.
I was.
Oh, I thought you were referencing to Nick. And I was
Oh
like,
my God.
you didn't even go?
No, Nick was there.
What?
Yeah, I'm just concerned too.
Actually, Nick and I were like the first people down there.
I was having some trouble getting through security to get downstairs.
Right.
Actually.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Good. I had a lot of people complain about security stopping them at the doors, and I was like, yeah, they're doing their job. You should have saw how forceful I was about them doing their job.
Oh my god.
Smacking them around, being like, you don't let people in just because they're with staff.
Oh, geez.
If you're just with staff, anyone can walk up and be like, yeah, I'm the DJ.
I mean, isn't that how you usually recruit most of your DJs?
Yeah, of course. I wanted the DJs to do a DJ competition one year.
That'd be
And
great.
actually like make like a mini rave on Friday and be like, all right, so we're just gonna get amateurs, and whoever wins gets to do their main show on Saturday with the guys and possibly come back next year.
Nice.
I'm in. I would help promote and be like all over that. That'd be great.
And you'd be a DJ.
Hell no. I am definitely an MC over a DJ.
How about a go-go dancer?
Oh.
We get you in those outfits.
Well, I mean, I would do it. My tits have gone down over the past couple months. Nick, on the other hand, he's totally in for that.
Nick's got those sets.
No, he's definitely.
I got my bees going.
You know, he just turns smack, knocking one of the other go-go dancers out. Can't go on if you're unconscious.
Now
My
now
show
we are
now.
working on Naruto as the theme next year. I just have to throw this at Naruto. Yeah.
You mean
know,
you mean Baruto's dad?
Naruto?
All 11
So
seasons.
you know when Naruto turns into the sexy bitch,
jutsu.
Oh,
Yeah.
sexy jutsu.
bam, he can be that go-go dancer.
Oh,
Sexy
God.
jutsu
I was
Naruto.
female Choji. How dare you?
No, you'd be if Konohamaru's first attempt at it. You know?
Is it because of weight? Do you believe you need to fit into your character?
I do.
Because cosplay is for everybody. It doesn't matter how big you are.
Oh,
You can play the skinniest and smallest person.
I know we live in fantasy world, but come on now.
Oh.
I cosplayed Thumbelina last year. No.
That's why no one could see you.
Pixar, it didn't happen. Pixar, it didn't happen. But no, it was to me like I don't know the event because of the new location. I think took a lot out of it for me. Like I don't like the ones where I have to like walk
Oh yeah, I
across
hate
the
it.
street.
I hate it.
That annoyed that annoyed me took a little bit, but didn't like take away from my good time.
I liked having it in a hotel. It felt more homey.
oh yeah,
It felt very like together, and I'm actually looking into hotels, smaller hotels in Maryville and Cherville. Anything that can host like 1,000 person or less convention.
Yeah.
You know, 800, 1,000 people, and we're gonna try and start up another con. Just bring it back closer to the area.
no,
Nice.
still RamenCon, but
Yeah,
closer by.
yeah.
Okay.
Ramen con to go or something.
Nice.
So just what Nick's next year or
No, it would still be working on South Bend for September, but I just want to do another show closer that's smaller,
same location next year?
most likely. There's another hotel opening up
Yeah.
directly across the one street from registration. So there's like they're supposed to connect to the underground walkthrough from like the Hall of Fame or something, but I don't think they're getting the rights to do that.
Okay.
But yeah, besides that, you walk out the front door of the convention center, you walk across one street of traffic, and there's the front door of the hotel.
Oh, you could totally set that up as a con event and make it like, hey, real life Frogger, who's ready?
Yeah. Well, I figured I'd just get some volunteers, put them in orange, and give them stop signs and be crossing guards. Because once you have that orange, no one questions whether or not you're legit from the city. They're just like, oh, man, he must be legit.
My
He
God,
has a
he's
sign
right.
and everything.
I mean, the 12 piercings in his ear and like the 3 in his lip totally mean he's part of
Hey,
this.
that's okay. All he has to do is be able to put one arm at a full extension while holding the other one up.
Hey, do not run over that fox.
Yeah.
I know it's 5.5 foot tall, but do not run over the
Yeah,
fox.
so that's one of my plans for next year is to get like crossing guard volunteers to help just stop the traffic.
I mean, I don't know. What were your complaints about it this year? Honestly.
None.
Okay.
Everything was fabulous.
Okay, yeah, so we're going to mute the mics now. What's really happening?
No, there's a few things that came up. I mean, setup just in general, everyone was so lax because the Radisson was so easy for us. And we built things so nice at the Radisson that we almost could like drive the truck into main events.
Oh, wow.
So everyone didn't show up until like 5, 6 o'clock at night on Thursday. And I told them that we're getting kicked out at 10:30. So doors are being locked, mandatory, go to sleep, 10:30. Everyone show up at noon to help me unload. So 5, 6 o'clock rolls around and they all show up.
Then we got 5 hours.
And we got 5 hours. And the truck's still not unloaded and I'm still working on setting things up. So the setup was
jeez.
a bit of a pain. I'm going to yell at a few people to make sure they show up at noon so they know. Because that changed everything. I was there at 8 in the morning unloading.
Wow.
So
No, so that was that the only thing? Like, you no problems with the hotel, no problems with the
no,
convention
the
center?
hotel was fine. The hotel was nice. They didn't charge me the extra $3,000 that they claimed they were going to.
Okay.
Said something about the computers being weird and they didn't know how to do it, so they just waived it. And I was like, good, because I gave you like $50,000 from the congoers. So you should save us some money. But I told them off the bat, I'm like, these prices need to get fixed for my hotel rooms, personals, because I'm not going to be able to run an event here if you're going to nickel and dime me all day. And they're like, oh, well, we want to talk to you about increasing the room rate.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm looking at the other hotels now. So work with me or I leave the $90,000 and give it to someone else.
I don't know. I for that hotel, like, I didn't mind it. Like, it wasn't bad, but it felt like the rooms were just
Tiny.
so much smaller
They were.
than what I was used to.
They were. The Radisson, like I said, babied us. We had it nice at the Radisson. Everything was beautiful.
I'm talking about any convention I've gone to.
Oh, you just think the DoubleTree packed you in like sardines.
Yeah, it was like, because I'm used to, like, what, double queen room with plenty
Oh,
of space.
there was the problem.
These are all
they-
full rooms with, like, no space.
They didn't even say they were queens. Those were 2 doubles.
Yeah, I knew they were doubles. That's
So
why I'm
it's
like,
like,
what
what is this? I thought it was 2 queens or a king. No, it's 2 doubles or a king. So the people with king rooms were like, oh, we had so much room because it was the same amount of room,
the
just with a king size. And
we
I'm
have-
like, that would have been better for some of these people to be like, just fill the room with cots.
We ended up with I was working with Mike and Lexi while they were there,
Right.
And then I ended up getting was it Brian Gemlo?
Okay,
Jimmy's.
yes.
I got
Bald
Jimmy.
Joe.
But Jimmy left,
Okay.
and he left Saturday night. So Joe just gave me the room. He's like, go ahead, take that room. So I was in the king room. I'm like, this feels great.
Yeah, it is so much nicer, but yeah, it's still a small physical room. So
I mean, I loved the indoor bar. The bar was like having that bar just like right
it was
there. in
nice.
the
Did
middle.
you eat there?
Yes.
They had some good food.
It was not bad.
Yeah.
Price was still a little.
The price was still hotel price.
It was
It
definitely
was still
hotel
bad.
price. The beer.
Like
though,
I
was
spent
good, though.
$12 on like 4 chicken tenders, and it's like $12.
Really?
$12, really? I could go murder a chicken for less than that.
I got a large pizza from Bronco's across the street from the hotel for $12.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we went out after that. I went to the Hearth. Oh my lord.
Pretty good.
Oh, it was completely Irish.
Did you go to the chocolate cafe or no?
No, I did
You
not.
missed the chocolate cafe.
Yeah. I think I have another chance this upcoming year. Just
Yeah.
So that's an idea, though. See if you can talk to some of those restaurants around there, get some RamenCon deals.
Oh my God, that's so creative.
It
and new.
is. Thank you.
Your thought process, they're so unique, Nick. Oh my
try.
God, I haven't tried to do this already.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm working on giving some food places some ad space in the booklet and stuff like that. So maybe they can pay for my booklet with the ads I sell.
there you go. That's not bad.
The numbers weren't too bad though this year, right? For attendance.
1424.
Yeah.
So
That's not bad.
not as good.
Yeah, 'cause
I lost my like 20% that everyone said I was going to lose. So that sucks. But we had hundreds of first year con goers.
No, because you're in a whole other
Whole
city.
new place, yeah. So all these people who they came in not knowing what a convention was. They were like, "So what's there to do here?" There's a booklet. Yeah, I see that it says panels. What are panels? And do I have to buy a badge for each day? No, you're good. Just come back. Panels. There's rooms downstairs listed as panels. It's fun stuff to do. Go. So what are we doing there?
It's like, oh, bless your hearts.
All right, you see them over there? They're just beating the crap out of each other with swords. Go in there. Just go in there.
Just go in there.
Go in there, listen to the fat guy with the coat.
The vendor hall seemed a lot smaller this year too.
Same square footage.
But
Really?
it felt smaller.
It felt smaller because of the room.
Okay.
So here's where you're gonna go. Boo! You know where CFF was?
Yeah.
That's where the vendors will be next year.
Oh,
So where's CFF gonna go?
where the vendors were.
Where the vendors?
That's what I thought.
Could we take
That
over where
step
the,
is gonna kill me.
could we
Well,
take
that's
over?
gonna be where you block it off and make that the stage.
Yeah, I know. That's what was my theory.
But that's what we're doing for Nerf Wars. That's going to be like a house, and we're going to put cardboard walls.
Oh.
And then the horde that's going to try and kill
defend
them.
it, yeah.
And they're defending the step.
I like that. That's a good idea.
And
Like,
then
I don't-
Mario Kart's going to do like figure eights around those poles. So it's going to be very
Well, the reason
chaotic.
what also made it weirder and smaller was the fact to me was didn't like I'm not used to seeing Artist Alley next to the vendor hall as well. Like
No,
Artist-
it's in there.
No, I'm saying Artist Alley was usually the Radisson was
Oh, yeah, it was separate.
upstairs.
It was in a different area.
yeah. So like the whole area was just vendor,
Which
hall.
is really going to make it weird because where CFF was, it's going to be vendors and artists in the same room. There's conventions who do it all the time. It drives
Yeah.
a lot of artists up the wall because they're like, well, I want to be open an hour or two after the dealers because that's when people spend their money on artists. That's like, I get it. I
understand.
just can't do it yet.
Crazy question. Is it possible to take over where the karate tournament was this year?
No,
No.
Are we doing the karate tournament again?
I don't know.
Because I would have loved for a photo shoot for like a bunch of like superheroes and anime people trying to attack a bunch of kids.
Oh,
and
I
them-
would
them-
love it,
Them
yeah.
legitimately start doing like actual karate moves, and then all of us realize that we're a bunch of nerds and run off.
Yeah. we had a lot of the karate tournament actually buy badges that night and come back to the con.
Oh,
And I was
nice.
like, that's nice. Yeah, come on back. Like some of them were like, oh, I love Hitalia, but I don't know anyone here. And I was like, I'll introduce you to Hitalia people. This is gonna be your new family, okay?
Actually,
So-
what about like what happened with that dual wielding person? Because Mark somehow took over a panel.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was. Oh, yeah.
He just didn't show up. That's normal. Panelists bail all the time. We had like 8 panels die
Oh, dear God.
during the con. Like the Wednesday before, 4 of them called me and they're like, I can't make it, so cancel my panel. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Who got in contact with me about that? About setting up CFF panel?
Bruce.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bruce
Yeah,
said that,
I
okay.
messaged him and I said, hey, can you send someone? Oh, yeah, I
somebody-
called you.
You called me on Facebook, and I'm sitting there like I literally did at the Hearth place I was talking about. I literally just sat down with Mike and Lexi to get lunch because we all just woke
Yeah.
up, like sobered up and like decided to go eat. Sat down, bring, bring. Ah, crap.
Like I knew you were
Like,
awake
what did I do
because
now?
I asked you about the booth. So I was like, well, he messaged me back, so
He's already had security threaten him and everything. I mean, he's awake.
he's awake. So I'll call him and I'll tell him to call someone and get him. But you could have told me no, because I was having a really interesting debate.
Oh,
on,
jeez.
on not a debate. I was really fast breaking down the entire Avatar: The Last Airbender series into like 10 minutes. It was really fun because someone
Nice.
didn't have a clue what Avatar: The Last Airbender was,
Oh,
never watched it. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sit you to come up to the stage, sit down. I was like, okay, so Avatar: The Last Airbender. about 100 years ago. And just went off and kept going. And then the con-goers in the audience were like, oh, don't forget about these guys. Don't forget they did this. Oh, right. And then and that is. So I'm like, that could be a panel. Break down a whole series into like a half hour.
That is a panel right there.
Yeah,
Like,
that is a panel.
we really need to. You need to do that. Like you need to Saturday. You need to have a panel like explain Naruto. Then Friday explain Naruto. Then Saturday explain Naruto Shippuden.
Yeah.
And then Sunday for anybody who cares. Naruto's dad's son.
Yeah, Baruto's dad.
Baruto's dad's son.
Baruto's dad's son. Yep.
I thought about it. I'm like, can I break down Naruto into like a half hour? Can I explain the entire series?
Yes, it is possible.
Are you including the entire anime run with all the
Okay.
filler?
Oh yeah, all of it. I want to tell you all
This
of it.
story is about an orphan who says "believe it" and is a nine-tailed fox demon.
All right.
Roman Reigns from wrestling.
Oh, there we go.
That explains everything.
Like I went into some incredible detail about like them
That's-
going to Kyoshi Island and stuff like that.
Oh, that
like,
is awesome.
I broke down the kiss and everything. Like, and the girl just looked at me like, I don't want to see this. I was like, no, we're good. And then
That's really
your
great.
CFF guy walked in, and I was like, and we're done.
Oh, that was me.
So basically, I broke him.
I wasn't even CFF. I was just walking right in.
We
That's
sent
okay.
Birdie.
Because
yeah,
right
you
then,
said Birdie. Yeah.
right then it was great because I was just like, oh, and then the Fire Lord attacked. We're done. Okay, so let's leave.
Do you know who didn't cancel their panel? These guys.
CFF.
Two
Comic Clowns.
2 a.m. Yeah, didn't cancel it. Still were there.
They probably
Hanging out.
rocked it.
Hanging out, talking with 4 people who had no idea who the heck we are. Randomly
okay.
talking about
Randomly
comic
talked.
books.
Yeah. That was
Got into a huge argument.
You got
About Amanda Waller.
You got into an argument about Amanda Waller with
I don't remember his name. Nice guy though.
who was he?
He was just random dude in the crowd. It was a hell of a conversation.
Random conversation.
It was about Suicide Squad, the movie.
Oh
That
yeah.
And he's like, no, she was horrible. And
A
like,
lot of
no,
those
shut up, she was
random
great.
panels always turn out to be real fun.
So I went to the bathroom because I was drunk, and I come back and like now the room's broken down into like 2 separate conversations, and I have
Okay.
no idea where to jump.
Yeah.
Sounds
that's
like a
great.
good panel.
That was awesome. That was amazing.
I enjoyed the crap out of myself on that one. Like I don't know. I know some of my friends didn't. Like they were their first years, and like I hyped the ever living hell out of RamenCon,
And they felt it was downtrodden.
and they got there, and they were just like, "So where was this? No, an idea, dude. You know, I didn't realize till Sunday that you guys had like 3 other panel rooms.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I'm getting
IPG?
more banners. I had 1 banner, and then I had 3 maps posted around the con. But that didn't matter. No one looked at them. They just sort of stood there looking in circles and going, so this is a place to just hang out with people.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's what it felt like.
Yeah, but Chris, I will admit, I did save your dual wielding panel because I did take
I
responsibility.
heard it was crap.
Oh, damn it!
Yeah, I literally heard someone tell me that you took over and it just turned into a CFF instead of a dual wielding teaching.
What?
Yeah, they said you literally talked about it and then went into just playing with swords.
Oh, well, then I'm sad now.
Yeah, they came up to me and they're like, if you need someone to teach dual wielding, let me know because that guy just talked about it and then they did their CFF thing.
Well, yeah, because
And I'm like, well, that's what it was.
That's what was supposed
that's
to
what it
happen.
was
they were
supposed
like-
to happen. Yeah.
They were like, well, I was hoping for like a Samurai Dan thing where they like bring up one person, they show them techniques, and they demonstrate it.
oh no, that's not what
and
happened.
then it was
yeah,
like-
so-
That's Samurai Dan.
Did they actually think that he was supposed to be running the dual wielding panel?
Yes,
No,
that
okay,
was the
no,
problem. I
yeah.
said,
Oh, no.
that wasn't dual wielding.
No.
I said the guy left. The guy ditched us.
I was like, you were just fortunate that I was actually I was like, I'm going to talk to you about dueling because I did mention that the guy left,
Yeah.
but this is actually CFF, so I can
yeah.
teach you a few techniques.
I told him that I'm like, they probably just took that extra hour and just extended the CFF through the break.
That's what I did.
And they were like,
pretty much.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. I was like,
Did the one guy with the glasses
go.
leave? Because then he might have been part of them.
I stuck around. I was like, all right, well, let's
we
start
go.
CFF.
there we
Come
go.
on, guys.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? It was fun. I did not like being through those double doors because it like took away from because
Oh yeah, the
Because
feel
some-
of the hallway right there. People always passing by. They're like, "Yeah, let's go in here," like it's a magnet.
a couple.
And that doorway did really kill the mood.
Yeah.
I should have like put rave lights in that
oh, don't
corridor.
worry, a couple a-holes forgot to bring the CFF banner. So whoever
No.
filled up my van.
That's all right
we didn't bring
because,
the banner.
like I said, you know where the dealers and artists this year.
Yeah, that's where we'll be.
That door will be open wide to that room. So you'll be able to, the whole entire con will be able to just glance in your entire
And
panel
still walk away.
and still walk away.
There we go. But what are you looking forward to this next year? What are you going to change besides obviously the locations of
The
Vendor Hall?
locations of the vendor hall is going to change. We had some complaints about the vendors and the artists not being different. Because I'm like, well, it's a sign-up thing. It's open at midnight January. We do a first-come, first-serve with minimal overlap. Waka, waka, waka. And they said, yeah, but that's crap because you've had the same people for 4 years. I can't believe they would all sign up at midnight. Well, yeah. Yeah, they would. They like the show and they want to make money. And
Yeah,
I
money.
tell them, I warn everyone ahead of time, like a week before I do openings, I'm like, midnight, remember, midnight, midnight, midnight. So they're all sitting there refreshing their computers like crazy. I mean, look at ASEN, for example. It's like 2.5 hours into opening it. They're full. Everything's full.
It's like Funimation's just waiting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, yeah. So those are going to change up a little bit because I do have a lot of repeats that I'm going to basically be like, you did great. I loved having you for 7 years. But we've had you for 7 years.
And you're bringing the same stuff.
Yeah, it's the same vendors. So the only ones that probably won't change are like fast food anime.
Yeah, thank you.
Anime
Thank you.
and manga.
I totally like fast food anime has got to be like my favorite thing to go to because they do like there's so many few events these days that are selling ramen and pocky just like
And
at the
there he
event.
is, yeah.
And that dude was literally just right there, so it was so convenient. To
Yeah.
Oh.
Now John, that's who's running it.
Yeah.
He's the one that I went to him before RamenCon year 1 and said, "Hi, I'm starting a convention," and he was just like, "I don't know, man. I don't know." And I said, "Well, just trust me. Have faith in me. If this year fails, it fails. We just walk away." And he's like, "All right, I'm on board. Whatever you want, Chris." And I mean, to jump in blind and just be like, "I'm with you, buddy." So I'm like, well, until John doesn't want the anime manga booth, John has the anime manga booth.
Yep.
So we have Otaku Joe and Otaku Chris who run the other two. They used to run a combined one, but one wanted to go with more classic animes, old animes, and like rare things you can't find. And the other one wanted to go mainstream, everything that's hot and popular. So they split up and they're doing their own artists, DVD and manga vendors. So if John ever goes, "Yeah, I'm out," I'd be like, "Chris and Joe, how you doing?" So it's not like we'd ever not have it. It's just, the Pocky, the Ramune, that stuff doesn't pop up often. Panels, definitely probably going to look at those people who canceled their panels and go, "I don't know if I'm going to give you a panel again."
Just wait for them to come in again. Just have a
You hurt
little
me, Vito.
have a little spam like filter. Like go find their emails that they came in on. Set up a spam filter
Yeah.
to immediately send it to the junk box.
Like some of them I understand. They're like, "My uncle passed away. I have to go to their funeral." Well, I feel you. I'm not going to be like, "Banned, everyone's banned." But, so there's that. I mean, I will talk to some of them because there were some really cool panel ideas. But it's like, you didn't show up. You didn't email me. You just didn't show up. Some of them were like, "I couldn't find the panel rooms." You didn't try then. I mean, it's not like the place was massive in size. We used the bottom floor, the entire bottom floor. That was about it. And there was one room that connected all the other rooms. So if you went to the Great Hall, you'd find everything else. So some people complained about the rave being in the open area. Others really loved it being in the open area. So it's real 50-50. I still have to ask John how he felt.
Yeah. Yeah.
At the end of the day, I really don't need to worry about what John thinks. But I do need to care what John thinks.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, if the congoers liked it and we had minimal problems, then I'll probably just keep it there.
I would like it in an open area like that because
It was
you
nice.
can have more security like that poached out to actually like watch the event versus being in a complete dark room where no.
Well, that was what security was actually complaining about.
Why?
That it's unsecure, that anyone can just walk in with bags with drugs and alcohol.
You have 3 entrances.
I said, you look for bags and drugs being passed
okay.
around and stop them.
It's easy enough to go like, hey guys, all security's working. You have literally a balcony to look down at the event. You have this entrance, and this entrance.
Yeah.
Watch those entrances.
And I told him,
And
just
people
go
are-
up to the congoers with bags and go, hi, I need to check your bags for drugs and alcohol. And most of them would go, oh, I get that. Bloop. Except for the ones that's like, my freedoms, my rights. And it's like, but you're the one with alcohol and drugs.
You need to go.
Yeah. You can come and party in the lobby upstairs by Reg, but you can't come in here because you'll be passing out drugs, alcohol, and the knife you have stored in your boot.
Yeah.
There's a knife in my wait. What?
That was a snake in my.
I know. Like, that got darker.
Yes, it did.
I don't know.
It's a pet. Leave it alone.
To me, it's a lot better. It would be. I like it better. Like that was like that. There's less chances of people like more security can see like that drunk girl getting dragged off the stage. To be taken somewhere else horribly. It's actually like you guys want to set up sniper. Set up sniper.
Yeah, I'm like this open floor idea is great. It worked out nice for the rave. The only people that were complaining were the old school people that are like, all the lights need to be off. There can't be lights. This needs to be pitch black. My rave lights are the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
And it's like, but this is not that. This is a room full of 15-year-olds that want to jump around. Someone came up to me after partially way through the rave, and they were like, now I think it might be because it's in this room, but no one's dancing. And I'm like, no, you see how they're just bobbing up and down?
That's dancing.
That's the dance. That's all they do at the rave. And they're like, what? There's no parkour. There's no this. There's no that. And I'm like,
Parkour? What?
yeah.
Parkour at a
Apparently,
rave.
there's this hardcore rave dance where you like throw your body all around and like punch the sky and stuff.
That's a mosh pit.
I was gonna say.
That's what I go to.
Apparently, this is like a thing at certain like underground raves that there's like people that are just angrily beating the shit out of no one. And they're solo dancing while people are just like watching them angrily beat the shit out of nothing.
Wait, so you're telling me here is like it is a mosh pit, but with a protective bubble.
It's a mosh pit for one.
Oh my god.
Wow, that is
Dedicated.
Yeah.
There was a guy doing that though on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Was there?
Angrily high kicking around the entire perimeter.
Okay.
Oh, if you
This
saw
is Avatar, dang it. Airbending.
if you saw a little old lady in the morning with weights walking around, she's there every morning. She exercises at the center.
Nice.
It is
okay.
hilarious. As I was setting up, she just kept circling the whole place, and I'm just like, oh.
I would.
right.
I'm sorry.
Here we go.
Probably around those times. I was in the fitness center at the hotel.
Yeah.
If I would known there was someone else like working out, I would have joined her.
Yeah, they walk in circles with like little 1 pound weights.
They do that in malls.
They do it in malls
in
too.
Virginia.
I call it
most-
shopper
or,
sizing.
Yeah, that was a
Shopper sizing.
Shopper sizing.
You-
It makes them feel okay because it's like, but they have sweatbands, they have like heart monitor on, and they're just like huffing it through the.
But the best part about that is like it's actually an exercise in great self control because now you're window shopping the whole time. You're not actually buying anything.
Yeah.
Like you can't buy anything because everything's still closed. The only thing that's open is the floor. So you're just walking in circles. You can't buy anything, but you're working it off. Like this is angering me, making me more mad. Oh man.
So besides those little things, I mean, the setup needs to get better. The con center was nice. I really like it. It has a lot of growth. The room that CFF was in, there's a second room behind that air wall that's the same exact size.
Okay.
Now they said I could rent that one out. It would be $1,000 a day added to the bill if I wanted to rent that one out.
My God.
So tempting. Though.
So yeah, it is a little tempting. In the future, when we get a little bigger, we'll grab that, and then when we get even more bigger, we'll grab where the Taekwondo place is. As long as we stay alive.
I was saying, aren't you just going hopefully back to the Radisson in 2019? I hope.
2019 is no longer their exponential. It's like 2020 now for them.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, they've been pushing it back.
Yeah.
Like every day, it's like, here's our new date. You're gonna want to
so
change that.
it's a little disappointing, but the only reason why I'm looking for a location in Maryville, Cherville right now is to run Ramen 2.0 or Ramen Con to go or Udon Con powered by Ramen Con. You know,
That actually sounds pretty good.
Now you're just making me hungry.
Udon
Come on, man.
Con.
Udon Con.
The free ramen was a great idea. Big hit. Like literally, I'm like, hey, we want ramen, and they just look at me like, nah, I don't think it's free. Whoa,
I'm in.
It's free.
I'm
Well,
in.
Hook it up.
Here we
Like,
go.
We had return viewers for like ramen the next day, and it's like, there you go, man.
There you go. We had a lot left over that ended up going to the main events room on Sunday for closing. and literally everyone got a 12-piece box. Holy crap! Like, we're just like, one for you, one for you, one for you. I don't want to take it home.
You didn't have to. We got 4 boxes upstairs.
Because it's like, if I take this home, you're getting it again next year.
It's still good.
It's still good for what it is.
we,
but-
we make ramen here. Well, Pixie makes ramen here, so it's just like we just gotta make ramen noodles. I'm like, no, just take what's in the. Just
take it.
this, okay?
Take it.
Just take the salt, take the flavor packet, put it somewhere else.
Yeah, throw this flavor packet away.
We'll snort it like cocaine later.
It's for stuff that doesn't taste good. You just add that chicken powder.
There you go. It's like chicken stock,
Yeah.
water and ramen chicken.
Yeah. Oh, this chicken tastes bad. I'll rub this packet on it.
Exactly. Now I'm gonna do that because I still have a piece of chicken to press upstairs, and I now know what my lunch is tomorrow
Yeah.
It's gonna be the most chickeny chicken ever.
of all time. I may put I may hint a little beef in it, just
just
to give
to
it
try it
just
out.
to spice it up a little bit.
So I'm talking with the city. I'm hoping to get help from the city to work pricing and fight the hotels and stuff like that.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. So I'm talking to the city because they're going to want me back because we make them money.
Nice.
So I'm talking to them. I'm talking to the hotel to cut down room pricing. They don't want it, but we're going to make it happen for you guys.
Yeah.
Talking to the center to make sure they cut down on low pricing here and there. Because wherever they cut down pricing, that means the con will stay alive longer. And eventually we'll be able to own more stuff. And that's my big thing, that because I have slowly purchased everything for the last 7 years, I can just make a con happen anywhere, anytime. I just own everything except for like the game room. So that's my next working on, slowly buy the game room.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Yes.
You need help with the game room, I hear.
yes. The tabletop game room guy is still on board. I liked him, but I told him he needs to soup up the room more because it was boring.
It's a tabletop room.
It's a tabletop game room, but you got to draw people in.
You gotta find like Magic tournaments, Yu-Gi-Oh tournaments.
I'm like,
Pokemon
yeah,
tournaments,
card
come on,
games.
anything.
Well, the problem was they were working with Mystic Gaming in Highland, and Mystic Gaming closed down. So they were
Oh.
like, oh, well, we don't have games for you to take to the con now. So he just went into his closet, took all of his games, and went to the con with his games. So, you looking up Avatar? No, we did Avatar last
I did
time.
Avatar last time.
Try-
Don't like sit here and like
Narrate what you're doing. Hey guys, what he's doing?
You guys, you're destroying the magic, Chris.
He's
Oh, God,
typing
he's on
his
Google.
computer.
Bruce, why is Pornhub up? Why is Pornhub up? I'm like, I'm prepping for when you leave. Jeez. But no, it's.
It has growth.
I had people that like went from. I mean, switching location sucks.
It sucks.
Because you have that problem. I had people that went. Just from Facebook reviews that from my friends, it was like, oh, this was the greatest thing ever, and then they're like, oh, I still love it, and Ramecon's amazing. I'm like, okay, so you're looking at this through nostalgia glasses, like a '90s kid looking at Real Monsters, okay. And then you have like people that are like, oh, this sucks. I'm like, okay, because it wasn't what it was before.
Yeah.
you can't really make things
And the thing that really
people happy. You know,
made me mad was the negative reviews, which we didn't have a lot, which
Correct.
I'm glad. And I cleaned it up right away. Was the security RPA? That was the biggest problem. The RPA, because of the new location, they were stressed, they were flipped out.
It
So
felt
they were cracking down on things harder than they needed to. And I'm like, this isn't ASEN. Just take off the stress.
I felt
when
like,
you talk to a con goer,
with
they're
RPA,
humans.
I don't know. RPA seemed like there was like a whole bunch of newer people there, because I know the classic. I know like the
The
fluffies,
crew.
the hot rods, the Stashas,
They were there.
the stars.
Yeah, they were all there.
I know all them, and it's like, but it seems like every year it
there
seems
was
like
a half a dozen.
like new people, and
New
that seems
people.
like where all the stress and all the pain. Because my incident, who I'll talk about on Patreon if anybody wants to talk.
Yes.
My incident, it didn't seem to have like when I explained the incident to like Taz and everyone else, or when the new people, they were like looking at me like I had just like
Murdered a cow.
like, I tried to kill someone.
Yeah.
That's where they were treating me, and like Hot Rod was just like that. This makes no sense. Then I met with Satasha and everyone else, and they're just like, oh, that makes like total sense because none of this sounded like you in the first place. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, so
I mean, you're an alcoholic.
I know, right? Like I'm a freaking booze hound over here.
Booze hound.
I
violent
met
booze
Hot
hound.
Rod at Gamer Grace for like the first 5 minutes because Hot Rod, Fluffy,
Yeah.
and all them were there, and he just sees me, taps my shoulder. You double fisting yet? Oh, fuck you, dude.
He's playing Edward 40 Hands.
But no, I'm working on getting the new guys to just calm down,
Yeah.
bring it back to reality. We're a relaxed con. Because for the most part, even if you do show up drunk, if you're not a hostile drunk, I'm just like, let him be until he starts problems, and then drag him away.
Yeah, so
And-
there you go. That works.
And hope he's not stronger than you.
Well, there's more of us.
But
There's more of us.
I don't know.
Jackie Chan has shown
know,
that
but
drunken kung fu works.
It seemed like most of those guys seemed to outweigh me. So I was like, yeah. They could just literally just move me with
And at the end of the day, if I have to be like, Taz, we got a hostile, Taz can show up. Taz was dying to drag people away.
Outrun Taz, outrun Taz.
Outrun Taz.
So what about for the theme next year for Naruto? Like, are you?
We're gonna do banners. We're looking at.
I only saw like 2 groups that like even
did Avatar
Yeah.
because it's Avatar.
Ooh.
It takes them a while to get motivated. I'm just hoping to bring all the old school people out, dust off their Naruto cosplay from their closet.
What's it gonna be 100 years from now? People are gonna show up with Avatar.
Yeah, of course, of course.
We're on theme.
So I mean, Naruto's gonna come in. They're gonna do their thing. I'm gonna look at the voice actors, either Shippuden or original, and go from there.
Okay.
So that will be interesting. A lot of the older fans will enjoy it. The newer fans will just be like, I don't know, I don't get it. It's Naruto. It's like old.
Was it?
Oh, God.
Was it Kayla's upstairs? Or well, not right now. She's not. But she was. She was like, out of nowhere. She's like, where can I keep watching Naruto at? I'm like, what do you mean keep watching? She's like, yeah, I'm like episode 40. I'm like, we watched like 2 episodes of that, and I thought you got bored. She's like, yeah, then I got like 10 or 11, and I got hooked. And now here I am, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore with my life. I'm like, you're watching Naruto, and she's like, how many episodes are there? Oh, honey, you don't want to know. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like,
700.
I watched it
somewhere around there.
You can remember, I started watching that just before I went in the Navy, and I
1991.
stopped after I got out. She goes, oh my God.
I'm like, oh, she likes this. Let me tell you a story about One Piece.
No, I don't touch One Piece.
So yeah, there was a few little issues, but I'll take care of them, knock them out,
Oh, yeah. I
and
mean-
we'll come back. I'm trying to build, like I said, a small con, probably like a Marchish, and run a second con in March back in the area. So when the Radisson does come back, we'll just take our March event and move it to the Radisson and be like, 2 ramen cons, RamenCon Maryville, RamenCon South Bend,
RamenCon 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Udon Con powered by RamenCon.
Udon Con. It
I'm not
just
gonna lie.
rhymes so well.
I'm not gonna lie.
Does, yeah.
I just want that field back.
That was a nice field. It's still there. They
I
haven't
know.
done anything with it yet.
I just can't.
Fingers crossed.
I just can't convince everyone from South Bend to drive the hour back to go fight on that field.
Yeah. Now, I don't know what's happening with the escape room guy. He did an all right job, but he had no setup. So I'm like, come on.
I saw that. Yeah.
But he's talking about getting those mini projectors and projecting like scenes from the show, like from the
Yeah.
like so he can build a room without actually building a room. Good idea, sure. But now that we're moving it to the long room with a step, I'm sort of like, you still on board? If he doesn't join in, there's going to be like an 8-hour gap that's just like CFF for 8 straight hours.
I've done it for.
Because that
18?
was one of the complaints I got.
What?
It didn't last long enough. They had set up, and then they had it started, and then before it was even going, it felt like they had to close it.
Oh, jeez. We
I'm like,
we didn't take our Viagra. Okay, leave us alone.
I'm like,
We were too soon.
I'm
We're
like,
talking about
"Geez."
us or talking about the escape room?
No, CFF.
Oh.
Yeah, they're
I know. Damn.
well, they're like, oh, it's only 4 hours. I wanted like 8 hours, and it's like,
They were half dead after 2. What are they talking about?
no.
yeah.
I was thought about.
There
doing,
was that one guy who's just like, I can go for 3 days.
Yeah,
He was trying.
and we have that. Like we always thought about like doing like because you're talking about escape room. And,
Right.
And if that does fall through and like you don't know anything about it, let us know because we gives us
Escape
enough time.
room with swords,
Yeah. No. Well, dungeon crawl.
dungeon crawl.
Yeah.
Because he was
Imagine
doing
action.
weapons at the escape room, but he was like, "Here's a stick, don't hit people with it, like a ruler." And he's like, "Imagine that's an axe, you can
Here's a-
throw it."
Here's a sword. Hit someone in the face.
It's like basically it's like if you throw your axe, you lose the axe because it's lost in the dungeon or whatever, things like that. So it's like, well, if we can instigate CFF into this, we'll just have actual
It'd be
foam weapons.
Why are you looking at me?
We had an RPG. Like I had an RPG planned out. It was just like always thinking about how I would.
So instead of an escape room, it's like live action Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, well, no, actually, we have that. We have those rules figured out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have that game. No, it's like a dungeon crawl. Like, you're effectively Dungeons and Dragons, but without the dice roll. Just don't suck at what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we just have, like, people like Birdie with his mask on come, like, jumping out of nowhere, and, like, that's like, encounter! Surprise attack!
And with the walls we use for Nerf, it's easy to just build walls for this event.
Exactly. But that's a conversation for a time that we know technically we're not affiliated with.
Hey, how you guys doing?
All right. Well, so
They
you're
want to
exci-
leave. They want to close this down, so they're gonna probably shut it down now.
Are you excited for Naruto next year? Like, I don't know how much like you actually watch that show, or you're just picking themes randomly out of a hat.
No, I watch it.
Okay.
It's all right. It's pretty good. I stopped watching it when someone was killed that was later. I don't want to give away spoilers
gotcha.
just in case someone was watching it from new. Like, I don't want to be like, oh, that time when Naruto died.
Which
Which one?
and I know some people,
But I don't know if he does.
I know some people just always talk about that. They're like, "Oh, it's spoilers," but the show's been out for like 15 years. I'm like, my daughter's 9; she's never watched it before.
Yeah, I hate when people are like, I said spoiler alert before I said Kakashi died. And it's like,
You son of a bitch.
well, you just killed it because you like gave like a half second.
You did.
Yeah,
So
ju-
it's
give
like-
me a second, right? I'm gonna walk
Yeah.
away. But we just,
Spoiler alert, Aang passes away. Well, thanks for the 2 seconds.
at the age of 90, you know. But as I was saying, my daughter, we're talking about My Hero, which we got to still talk about. My daughter's caught up on My Hero Academia right now, and
Okay.
she now understands the pain and the suffering that we used to in the 90s waiting for a TV show to come
Oh,
out.
yeah.
I have to wait.
Seriously, we hit the next button, I hit play, and I'm like, and we're done for right now. She's like, there's no other episodes? Nope.
Not yet.
None right now. No.
Gotta wait.
What do I got to do? Wait till next Wednesday. I got to what?
Gotta wait.
I'm like, literally, I was like, wow, this is happening. This is a conversation I'm
We
having.
finally reached this level. You
like, huh.
now learn, young one.
Because she's like on Netflix and she's got like all of My Little Pony for
Yeah.
like 18
Frickin'
seasons. So
streams,
she doesn't
yeah.
care.
Well, that's my big thing, too, is I just Netflix all day long. So I don't watch TV. So people are like, oh, I gotta wait a week. I'm like, I gotta wait like 4 months until the new season comes out. Calm down.
I ended
Like,
up.
I just watched The Walking Dead
No,
7th season or
I
whatever.
couldn't do that.
But a year ago, everyone was talking about it. I forget. I have horrible memory. I won't remember seeing this guy right now.
I'll remind you.
Was it? So I had to pick a new anime for my daughter, and my first thought was like, you know what I'm gonna put on right now? Something she's not, something new, something more sophisticated. So I put on Black Butler,
Oh, dude.
and I got through the first episode. I'm like, that wasn't so bad. And I got to the second one, and I started watching Sebastian throwing forks and knives into people's foreheads, and I'm like,
And we're done.
this gets worse. So I'm gonna turn this off now.
Yep.
And she's like, but I want to go back to watching that when you're older. And I'm sorry,
What's
honey,
wrong
it's
with
not-
Jack the Ripper being a woman with a chainsaw
and
ghoul?
we never got to that part,
Yeah.
so we were okay. So I got her on Fairy Tale. So she was like, I don't mind Fairy Tale, but that Black Butler one was a little bit better. I'm like,
Oh, no.
You started.
this is awful. I'm sorry.
her-
You
Get her
did
hooked.
something.
Get her hooked to like 4 animes at once, and then just be like, now you alternate 2 episodes each, and you just keep going.
Oh, geez.
And then you get her hooked on the really long ones, One Piece, Naruto,
Bleach.
Bleach, and then you're like,
But
okay.
Bleach just ends. It sucks.
But it's
Yeah,
it
okay
does that.
because
Twice.
she'll have like 4
twice.
years of anime to watch before she could ever get back to Black Butler.
Did she finally be old enough and everything? And it'd
Yeah.
be great, God. But
It's like, oh wow, I watched this when I was younger. Wow.
he's like, you're a horrible parent. I know.
I know.
That's why we stopped. But no, I mean, other than that,
We're doing good. We're excited about the new location. Working on money. Working on making things better. Working on changes. So if you guys have suggestions, let me know. Facebook, email me.
We'll add that on our YouTube and our regular post. Nick will put that up there because he's for some reason always asks us which one of us wants to post that the new cast is out instead of just posting it in the same amount of time.
Yeah.
I realize that now.
It's like, thank you, sir. Kyle always sits next to me after you say that stuff. He's like, Nick, you could have just, in the time it's taking you to wait for a response, you could have just posted it yourself.
And we all would have saw it and went, okay.
All right. So, yeah, we'll get on to...
And then when I get the new hotel code, I'll give it to you early. And then you can do that faster than last year.
And then I'll cancel the freaking hotel again to sleep in the CFF room with Mike again.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I oopsed on that one.
What?
No, Jason was mad at me. Okay, so what happened was, and I really got mad at the hotel, was I checked out I had a charge randomly for $127.
Yes.
$123 on my account. I don't know if you
Yes.
saw that. It comes to that for some reason, they thought that I had put another, like I had booked a third hotel room.
Right.
For no reason whatsoever. I'm like, I didn't have a third hotel room. So I'm like, and wait, why didn't anybody tell me when I was down at the desk on Friday? Why didn't anyone tell me when I was down getting honors points put up and signed up for on Saturday? At like randomly. Why did nobody tell me this at any point? The only response was Jason going, wait, there was an extra room in the hotel that I could have bought and not slept on the damn floor. Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
If I would have known about it, Jason, yes, there was.
Yes.
It took 5 people and like finally what seemed like one stoner guy at the front desk to finally explain to me what happened.
One stoner guy.
Yeah.
Everyone else was like, we got to talk to Frick and we got to talk
We
to
had a lot of people. I had a lot of people contact me about DoubleTree, like charging them $120, $150. Some people got charged like $300 for a deposit, and it's like, well, that's like your whole stay. And they were like, yeah, but they charged it back to me on Monday. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense because then they took another $400 for the weekend, didn't they? Yeah,
They did a lot of like it was
ridiculous chargebacks and charges.
It was funny because everyone else was like, we need to talk to the accounting department to figure this out. We can't see what's going on here. And then finally, one random dude, I called him up. I'm like, I need to talk to the accounting department about this. And he's just like, give me 1 second. Comes back on the phone. All right, I see what happened here. This happened. I'm like, are you a manager? Nope. Just random guy in the front desk. I'm like, I like you.
I'm just smarter than everyone else.
I'm like, good, because I talked to the GM, the accounting department, and one person. No one could figure out what the hell happened.
I'm still. I just now got the bill for the hotel.
How'd that go?
I still have to give them my credit card. They didn't do things too smart, so they waited until like 3 weeks later to go, oh no, we messed up. You owe us like 10 grand. So can you get to us as fast as possible because we're a little late on asking for this. Yeah, just a little bit.
I don't know who you're talking to. This is Greg.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking to.
Who are you talking to? This is the wrong phone number, my friend.
Yep.
Look at me, I'm pressing buttons and shit.
I know.
He's getting ready.
Wow, Pornhub.
I think we're
loads
signing
fast.
off, guys. It was lovely meeting you.
Blame on
You
me.
guys are super awesome.
I love
I
Chris.
love you guys.
I love Chris. Just
Thank
takes
you for
over.
being awesome.
Oh my God.
This is
Oh, are you done? Are you done?
wonderful. What I don't know the name of this, but WCGW
You're a dick.
Comic Clowns. Right, Comic Clowns. I do one of these every 3 days. I do a different podcast. So
I don't remember you guys at all.
I hate you so much sometimes. Once again, I would like to thank you, Chris, for coming by and having such a great time with us per always. You're always such a without the llama, you're such a great person to be around
hey, the llama makes things interesting.
with a lot of profanity.
Yeah.
A little profanity.
A little my ass. And for everyone else here, my name is Bruce Warchief.
Mark the Dwarf Kokiachik.
And Nick the Minuteman Clark.
I usually have more time to set up music. Like I said, we're short, like 5 people here. I feel.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next week. And as always, Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra.